Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. To throw is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Muhammad Wilkerson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Get down, get down. Hey, 734. 734.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Here's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Brady. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Brady. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
6:37. Here we go. 29.
Throwing again. Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Hey, 7:34. 6:94. Down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A Raiders 1st down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
1st down, the run with Lynch. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now White gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just about on his own goal line. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, he sheds himself free. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and it's 3rd and 5.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On play action, it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action. Now it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. On second down, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw, it's Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Carr to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Cooper's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's White, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Raiders will take possession. So out come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, Lynch. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
New England on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start the drive with Lynch, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to the ground, Lynch. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From midfield, here's Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Carr gives to Marshawn. They find some open field here. Lynch busting free. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On 1st down, Brady. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy sideline and use him well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Brady throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. Dancing to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oakland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.